Welcome back, everyone, to more Star Wars KOTOR, Knights of the Old Republic. Hopefully we won't have to do too much backtracking.
I see you've brought someone with you.
We're all the way back here.
If I do say so myself. You usually travel alone.
It's not like you to take on partners, Taris. You're getting soft.
Watch yourself, Callow. You may be the newest cat hound in the pack, but you aren't top dog yet.
Enough. I won't have my top two men killing each other. That's not good business. I'm sure Taris has an explanation as to why he's not working solo anymore.
This is a special case, Dalek. I ran into someone the Exchange might want to recruit. You may have heard something of their exploits already.
Ah, yes. Now I recognize your companion. The rider who won the big swoop race. Very impressive, as was your display in the rather heated battle afterwards. You know, Taris was right. The Exchange is always looking for new talent. You could have a bright future with our organization. With the recommendation from Taris and a thorough background check, you could become part of the Exchange. Many would kill to prove themselves worthy of this honor. Come with me. I will give you a tour of my operations. I'm certain you'll be most impressed. Ah, there she is. The Ebonhawk, my pride and joy, the fastest ship in the Outer Rim. The shields are completely impregnable. Nobody can get the These will be your accommodations. The slave quarters are just down the hall. If you need anything during your stay, food, a massage, feel free to call upon their services. I will return after.
I think his response is more or less fixed, largely because the game wants you to make sure that you don't piss him off.
All we have to do is figure out a way to get past the Ebonhawk security system, and we can get the rest of your group off this planet. No sense waiting around here, though. The sooner we get off Taris, the better.
Hey there, Glory. Welcome to the stream. Hopefully you'll be able to watch the whole thing. Alright, so the game kicked us all the way back here, so I should have saved right before that final fight. This is kind of on me. I did some fiddling with my Xbox game bar, so hopefully it'll be less Excuse me. Hopefully it'll be less problematic as we go. We'll see. The goal is to try and make sure that this is as entertaining as possible. So somehow this guy has like a huge weapons modifier with that thing. Don't ask me how, I don't know. He's got high strength, but he's got weak dexterity, and I really am not sure what the hell causes that. Because he's supposed to actually have really bad modifiers with that. I'm going to continue to just up her dexterity. I don't see a reason not to. Alright. So we're going to try and do this again. I forgot. I need to level up mission as well. Demolitions, awareness, security, treat injury. Yeah, we'll up her stealth. I don't ever use stealth, but we may as well continue to improve upon it. So, I'm just gonna start breaking into people's houses.
Hey!
Hoodoo.
Hey, babe. Okay, I guess it was just an honest mistake. You better...
I don't think he lets you steal from this footlocker without saying anything. Maybe he does.
What?
It's worth noting also that in my last stream I failed that persuasion check. Something changed and I do not know what. Glory, if you're still there, is all the audio coming in clearly for you? No audio issues?
What?
I just want to double check because I don't have a secondary monitor to check
Gotcha.
those things for.
Simple.
Excuse me.
Gotcha.
Everything seemed to be working prior to me turning this on, so I'm
What?
fairly certain that it's fine.
Yeah? Gotcha. Simple.
Sure.
Again, this asshole really won't stop you from looting this footlocker. How's my computer use? Is it better than hers? Computer use. Rank 9. Oh yeah, my computer use is way better than hers. Holy shit.
Yeah?
Somehow I missed that footlocker.
Simple.
Well, glad I stopped to grab it.
Sure.
I just picked up a data pad. Solved the shield outage problem for the droid. Finished tuning it today. It's trophy kills, sentient and otherwise. Oh god! Okay. Yeah, Calo Nord is kind of a murder hobo. Like, in all seriousness, Calo is one of the most murderous bounty hunters that you will ever encounter in fiction. He is basically a straight-up sociopath. You kind of saw how he handled 3 guys that had the nerve to get uppity with him while he was eating. He basically killed all of them without hesitation. And he did it by throwing a flash bomb and shooting them all while the flash bomb was going off. Excuse me. Alright, I'm going to expose this room so that I know on the radar, so that I will have a better idea of where it is I will actually need to go. I don't know why those 2 are running as far into the room as they are. There's no reason for them to be doing that. They have blaster weapons, so they really don't need to be running anywhere. Okay, now it's my turn to level up. Put my strength a sweet 16, and then I think I'm going to pop my intelligence up a couple of points, or my wisdom, actually. I might just bump my wisdom higher. There we go. Get my treated right 9. And now there's not a single implant type that I can't use. You actually get decent loot for the most part off of a lot of enemies in this game. One problem I definitely have with KOTOR 2 is the loot system is often a problem. It broke the droid! Oh, I don't have any more spikes. That's the problem. I was like, huh, why didn't that work? don't have any more spikes, dummy. That's why. Damn! I love watching them get blasted and explode like that. There's so much to love about this game. Hi! I almost forgot there was a mine there.
What?
Supplies. It was guarding a repair kit, a repair parts, 2 computer spikes, and a med pack. I believe eventually, if you get good enough, you can actually, what is my brain trying to say? You can actually slice a computer without spending a spike. I will loot your corpse. Damn, okay. That guy got dropped like a bad habit. Med pack. Credits. I will admit, sometimes you get really bad loot even in this game. That's just kind of the nature of the game, though. Alright, before we go anywhere else... We went in here, right? Yeah, we did, but I missed the remains. Credits and a frag grenade. Credits. Every little bit helps. Security spike, vibro blade, computer spike, armor reinforcement, heavy blaster, and an advanced med pack. Those are really good finds. Dude. And 500 credits. Always nice. 500 credits isn't that much, honestly.
Yeah?
No mission. We're all going to focus on the same target this time. Because I want these droids to die quickly, and I don't want to die slowly. That was a lot of shooting. Like, blasters are loud.
Thank you. I used to be the pilot of the Ebonhawk, Davik's flagship. I know the codes to disable the security system. You can use those codes to steal the Ebonhawk right out of its hangar. Sell it to the highest bidder, ransom it back to Davik. Whatever you do, you'll make thousands. It won't be long until Davik figures out I'm free. I have to get out of this base before that happens.
You okay, dear?
We've got what we came for. We should get going.
Yeah, helping that guy is actually kind of mission critical for how I get out of here, because he just gave us the codes to the Ebon Hawk. So, awesome. Awesome. Alright, so we're gonna go down this hallway for the most part. We're gonna stop near the end of the hallway, and then we're gonna get these last two rooms explored. Oh, last room. Room plus hall. Because that leads to the hangar. Surprise! What the hell? There's another Duros? Huh.
Yeah?
Heal yourself, dear.
Sure.
Repair kits. Okay, there's nothing down that hall. Okay, that shuts down the hangar security. That makes the approaching boss fight actually doable. I'm gonna save this time because the last time I didn't save, the game made me hate my life. And I don't want to do that again.
Damn those Sith, they're bombing the whole planet. I knew they'd turn on us sooner or... Wow, look what we got here. Thieves in a hangar. So, you figured you'd just steal my ship for your getaway and leave me high and dry while the Sith turn the planet into dust? Sorry, but that ain't gonna happen.
That's exactly what's gonna happen.
I've been looking forward to this for a long time.
Make it quick, Carlo. The Sith mean business. If we don't get to our ships and find somewhere safe, the bombs they're dropping will kill us all.
What?
You may have me outnumbered and outgunned. If I'm going down, taking all of you with me.
Yeah, these guys hit like freight trains, by the way, so you kind of want to kill them as fast as humanly possible.
Damn those shit! I'll bring this whole hangar down around our ears.
You were already gonna blow yourself up just to kill me. Mister, I pretend like that matters now because I don't get to die by my own grenade. Crazy asshole. That still almost killed me.
Let's get this ship fired up.
Okay, I should have disabled the Xbox game bar problems that have been happening. And it looks like I did. That means I might actually be able to fight in this turret sequence. Ugh, that was a good meal. My girlfriend cooked up two of my favorite meals together.
Taris
while I
is
was
defenseless
working
against
today. It
our
was
assault,
fantastic.
Lord Malik. They are offering no resistance. The city is in ruins.
Resume the bombardment, Commander. Wipe this pathetic planet from the face of the galaxy.
And ladies and gentlemen, that was Darth Malik. He is very important as this game's main overall antagonist. For its time, those are actually pretty good frickin' destruction effects. For its time, mind you. I'm only gonna do a 2-hour stream today. I think I'm gonna do a 6-hour stream on Sunday. So stay tuned for that. I won't be streaming tomorrow. I will do a 4-hour stream on Friday. Or tomorrow is Friday. On Saturday, excuse me. Look at all those energy bolts fired at that town, at that city.
Plot a course for Dantooin. There's a Jedi enclave there where we can find refuge.
Incoming fighters.
Quickly, to the gun turrets. You have to hold the Sith fighters off until we get those hyperspace coordinates punched in.
I feel like Candaris would have actually been the person to do this better than us since he's the best gunner. Okay, I thought something screwed up for a second. Alright, so I'm gonna rant for a second here. The controls to this turret are ass, alright? Like, this is some of the worst turret gunplay you'll ever see in your life. And a lot of it is just because I'm trying, but the game doesn't have a very good turret system. I don't think this sequence should have been brought into the game. And I really don't think that it should have continued in KOTOR, but it did. I might just lose this sequence again the way I'm going. Only got one left. Got him! Okay. It's a lot harder to do that than you think. These turret controls are ass. They're not very responsive. And the enemy's flight patterns are pretty basic. They're easy to see, but with crappy turret controls, as you saw, that can happen. Okay, it looks like I did actually fix my my Xbox Game Bar program, so that shouldn't be a problem anymore. Warriors Orochi.
Dantooin. Seems like a lifetime since I last set foot on her surface. Though in truth, it's only been a few months. We should be safe from Malak here. For now, at least.
Safe? You saw what his fleet did to Taris. There wasn't a building over 2 stories high left standing. They turned the planet into one big pile of rubble.
Even the Sith would think twice before attacking Dantooin. There are many Jedi here, including several of the most powerful masters of the Order. There is great strength within this place. We can get supplies here and recuperate. The Academy is a place of mental and spiritual healing. Something we could all use after what we've been through.
Maybe you're right. It isn't easy to witness the annihilation of an entire planet. I know Mission must be taking it pretty hard.
She will find a way to come to terms with her grief. She's stronger than she appears. We just need to give her time. Now I must go speak with the Council. I need their advice on recent developments. After I've met with them, I will meet you outside the ship.
So be it. Excuse me. I apologize. It's just very satisfying after a long day at work, listening to a somewhat annoying series of events happening with a really annoying manager.
I've spoken briefly with the council.
Well, he's not
they
really
request an
annoying.
audience with you. We should go at once.
An audience with the Jedi Council? It's pretty unusual for someone who isn't even a Jedi. What's this about, Bastila?
I'm sorry, Garth, but I cannot tell you. All I ask is that you trust in the Force and the wisdom of the council.
Well, I don't like being left out of the loop, but I'm not looking to get you in any trouble with the Jedi Masters. We'll do things your way for a while.
Come, they're expecting us. I will lead you to the council chambers.
Until you've talked to the Jedi Council, you'll be unable to switch characters in and out of the party.
You there, Padawan. Why are you not wearing the customary robes of the Jedi? Do you mock the honor traditions of our order? Bastila. I have heard of her. They say she has already mastered the art of battle meditation. Remarkable in one so young. Though I've heard she has a foolish pride in her own talents. But as for you, you claim you are not a Padawan? I find this hard to believe. The Force is strong within you. I can feel its presence. If this is some type of jest, it is in very poor taste. The Jedi Order is not a subject for jokes.
First of all, you sound like a massive hard ass. Second of all, your voice acting is kind of weird. And thirdly, do I look like I am a Jedi at all?
Please
I
forgive
don't.
the abruptness with which I first greeted you. It was harsh and perhaps unfair. My master often warns me that I must learn to control my emotions. I see I have much left to learn. I wish you a pleasant stay here on Dantooin. May the Force be with you.
I can see the polygons on her face more than most other models, and it's weird. I'm sorry. I'm not trying to ruin this. It's just what's happening.
Ah, so you are the one who rescued Bastila. It is appropriate you are here. We have been discussing your rather special case. I am Jar, a member of the Jedi Council. With me are Master Vrook, Master Vandar, and of course the chronicler of our academy, Master Dorak. Padawan Bastila, I am sure you are already familiar with.
Padawan Bastila. So she's still basically an apprentice. She's not even a journeyman Jedi yet. So her feats are actually... Let me go ahead and make this clear. Bastila has a reason to be an arrogant bitch, okay? For a Padawan, her feats in the Force are actually amazing.
Bastila tells us you are strong in the Force. We are considering you for Jedi training.
What?
Master Jar speaks out of turn, perhaps. We need indisputable proof of your strong affinity to the Force before we would even consider accepting you for training.
Proof? Surely the entire council can feel the strength of the Force within this man. And I've already related to you the events that took place on Taris.
Perhaps it was simple luck.
We both know there is no luck. There is only the Force. We all feel the power in Bastila's companion, though it is wild and untamed. Now that this power has begun to manifest itself, can we safely ignore it?
The Jedi training is long and difficult, even when working with a young and open mind. Teaching a child is hard. How much harder will it be for an adult to learn the ways of the Jedi?
This lie is like the funniest goddamn thing I've ever seen. I love the dialogue choices.
Traditionally, the Jedi do not accept adults for training, though there are rare exceptions in the history of our order. But you are a special case.
I agree with Master Dorak. Many of our own pupils are leaving the Jedi Order to follow the Sith teachings. We need recruits to stand against Malik. With Revan dead...
Are you certain Revan is truly dead? What if we undertake to train this one and the Dark Lord should return?
We should discuss this matter more fully in private. Bastila, you and your companion must go. This is a matter for the Council alone.
As you wish, Master Vandar. We shall return to the Ebon Hawk and leave you to your deliberations.
It's also worth noting that they almost certainly would not even remotely try to take my character for training, even despite everything that I have shown. Largely because I just do not think they would be okay with it. I think I know what happened with my Xbox Game Bar program. Oh yeah, I bet I know what's wrong now. Ooh. Revan? Malik? Oh, Malik hasn't lost his jaw yet, I see.
The dark side is strong in this place. I can feel its power. Is this wise? The ancient Jedi sealed this archway. If we pass beyond this door, we can never go back. The Order will surely banish us. Are the secrets of the Starforge so valuable? Can its power truly be worth the risk?
Keep a lot of what he's saying here in mind, by the way. Hi, Pebbles.
This morning's getting stranger by the minute. First Bastila comes out looking like she saw a ghost, and now you. Well, Bastila did mention that you should go to the council chambers before she left. It's no doubt urgent, so you shouldn't keep them waiting. No, she didn't. She didn't seem well, as I recall, and for that matter, neither do you. Are you all right? You got it.
The instant I start moving, Karth is just bothered by this.
Yes, what's on your mind? Oh, you want to argue some more, is that it? And I don't want to argue with you either. I mean, you seem sincere enough, I guess. I just don't trust easily, and for good reasons, which are my own. Damn it. I suppose I won't get any rest until I talk, will I? You want to know why I don't trust anyone? Fine. Here goes. 5 years ago, the Jedi had just finished the war with the Mandalorians. Revan and Malak were heroes. I was damn proud to have served in their fleet. It was completely unexpected when they turned on us, invading the Republic while we were still weak. Nobody knew what to think, least of all me. Our heroes had become brutal, conquering Sith, and we were all but helpless before them. I mean, think about it. If you can't even trust the best of the Jedi, who can you trust? It's not that, that's not what I mean. There were others, good, solid, trusted men who joined them. Malik and Revan and the Sith deserve to die for what they've done. But the ones who fled the Republic and joined them are even worse. The dark side has nothing to do with why they joined with the Sith. They deserve no mercy. I know, and I should apologize to you. I've become so accustomed to expecting the worst in others, and you've done nothing to deserve that. It's just... no, never mind. Let's just continue with what we were doing. I'd rather not talk about it. What?
Yeah, Karth has a really troubled history. It's very much worth noting. And we'll see a little bit more as to why later. He's finally got access to Master 2-weapon fighting, so... now I can give him a disruptor pistol. Excuse me. And then I'll give him a heavy blaster. And then, as you can see, with Master 2-weapon fighting, his accuracy is incredibly good. We'll inevitably get 2-weapon fighting for him as well, so that he can actually do his volley blasting too, but that's going to take a little while. I'm waiting for the funniest droid companion to join us that we'll ever see in our lives, and don't worry, we'll see him. We'll see him.
Takom justach mi. Kachikun idahaldonga. Yekinkuno bamulera chiku.
I'll keep my eye out for your girl, but I can't really leave right now.
Runda di hodonga kun hunkabi. Ona kun kachikun idahaldonga. Yekinku. Tong abu sha umninong. Wanga kun bis king balemuraya. Runda di hodonga kun hunkabi. Achuta. Wonga.
Anybody who wants to read somebody talking in an alien language, please feel free to pause the stream video at any particular point when they're talking. I'm not going to let somebody speak the same gibberish 15 times in front of me just to let the game pad out how long they're talking. It's really annoying, and after a while it kind of grates on me. I apologize, but that's just kind of how it is.
She claims you and she have shared a dream. A vision of Malak and Revan in the ancient ruins here on Dantooin.
These ruins have long been known to us, but we believe them to be merely burial mounds. Perhaps they're more than we first suspected, if Revan and Malak found something there.
She says she has felt your presence within the dream. The presence she has felt within you ever since...
Master Vandar.
Ever since Taris. It is not unknown for this to happen between two people strong in the Force. Bastila has described this shared dream to the Council in great detail. We feel it is more than a dream. It is a vision. The Force is acting through you, as it acts through Bastila.
Remember Master Vrook, by the way, he's going to be very important in Knights of the Old Republic 2, which I will be streaming next.
You and Bastila share a powerful connection to the Force, and each other. This is not unheard of. Connections often form between master and student, but rarely does a bond develop so quickly.
Whatever dangers may lie ahead, we cannot ignore the destiny that has brought you and Bastila here to us, together. You and she are linked, as is your fate to hers. Together, you two may be able to stop Darth Malak and the Sith.
But do not let your head be filled with visions of glory and power. Such thoughts are the path to the dark side. The way of the light is long and difficult, as you must learn. Are you ready for such hardship?
Understand that there is little choice in this matter.
Hello, Pebbles.
For you or us.
Hello.
Across the galaxy, the numbers of our order dwindle. We have sent many Jedi in quest of a way to thwart Malak's advance. Many have not returned. The Sith hunt the Jedi down like animals, ambushing and assassinating our brothers wherever they are found. We fear it is only a matter of time until they discover even this hidden refuge.
Other Jedi have fallen from the light and embraced the dark side, giving their allegiance to the Sith and Malak, their Dark Lord. Perhaps our hope lies in the dream you and Bastila shared. The Council has come to the conclusion that you and Bastila must investigate the ancient ruins you dreamed of.
Perhaps there you will find some clue, some explanation of how Revan and Malak were corrupted. And perhaps there you shall find a way to stop them.
The Force flows through you like no student we have ever seen. But you are willful and headstrong, a dangerous combination.
Before we send you to investigate the ruins, you must be trained in the ways of the Jedi, so that you can resist the darkness within yourself, within all of us. Otherwise, you are doomed to fail.
We must begin your training at once. You have a destiny upon you that you must be prepared to face. The entire fate of the galaxy is upon you.
I can only hope you will prove up to the task.
The path you have chosen to walk is difficult. Intensive training will prepare you physically for the demands of the Order. meditation will teach you to channel the power of the Force. To truly understand the way of the Jedi, you must open your mind to knowledge. Seek wisdom in the teachings of the great masters of our order. A Jedi is never alone. Others in the Order will always stand by you. You and Bastila share a special bond. Do not be afraid to turn to her when you need help in your training. The way of the Jedi is difficult. It requires great discipline. Yet even though you are a mere apprentice, your potential is unlimited, and your progress amazing. In all my years, I have never seen one who has mastered the initial training so quickly. You've done in weeks what many cannot do in years. I am honored to welcome you fully into the Jedi Order. Soon your apprenticeship will end, and you will be granted the title of Padawan, the lowest rank of those within the Jedi Order. Yet first you must prove yourself worthy. In the traditions and customs of our order, as handed down from master to pupil for 1,000 generations, you must successfully complete 3 tests before you earn your place among the Jedi. These tests will see if you have truly mastered the training you have been given, both mental and physical. Upon completing these tests, you will pass from apprentice to Padawan and join in the ranks of the Jedi. First, I will test your knowledge of the Jedi Code. These tenets must always guide your actions. In everything you do, you must always be conscious of their wisdom. You must prove you have a Jedi's understanding of the Code. Return when you feel you are ready for this challenge.
Okay. So he wants to teach you how to master the Jedi Code. Essentially, you just have to... This is basically going to tell you how all the Jedi types work. So... Okay, so... Jedi Guardians battle against the forces of the evil and the dark side. They focus on combat training and masterful use of the lightsaber. The basic class attributes are 10 vitality a level and 4 force points for a level. They have very slow skill progression, but fast feat progression. Jedi Consulars seek to bring balance to the universe. They focus far less on physical combat and far more on mental disciplines in order to augment their mastery of the Force. They gain 6 vitality a level and 8 force points a level. Slow skill progression, slow feat progression. Jedi Sentinels ferret out deceit and injustice, bringing them to light. They strike a balance in physical and mental disciplines of the Jedi Order. They gain 8 vitality a level and 6 force points a level, with average skill progression but slow feat progression. So that teaches you about the Jedi Consular, the Jedi Guardian, and the Jedi Sentinel. Jedi Consulars, great examples of Jedi Consulars would include characters such as Yoda. Yoda is a Jedi Consular, even though he is essentially a Grand Master. He is more of a Jedi Consular than anything. He has a deep, deep, deep connection to the Force itself, and relies on the Force more than anything else for all of his solutions to his problems. This makes him very wise and makes him very capable. However, it does have its downsides. It means that he initially lacked for some time lightsaber skills training in combat. However, people will know that he was often known as a Grand Master among the Jedi. Most Jedi are known as Masters just because they have mastered the particular path that they have sought. Yoda was a Grand Master because he ultimately mastered both lightsaber techniques and various other skills that allowed him to combine his Force training with his lightsaber training. So he actually mastered both major disciplines. Jedi Sentinels very rarely ever manage to, but often strive to do so.
Soon your apprenticeship will end. In the tradition, you must
There is no emotion. There is only
That
serenity.
is not correct.
Oh, goddamn.
Greeting. In the you must there is. That is not. Greeting.
I forget where you're supposed to get the information, but you can get all the information without actually cheating.
That is not.
What?
Greeting.
There is no emotion was what he said. So serenity, the force, and knowledge all don't work.
There is no ignorance. There is no passion. There is no chaos. That is not.
Oh, damn it.
Greeting. In these, you must there is. There is no. There is. There is. There is no death. You have learned your studies well.
There it goes. Okay.
It will not be long before you are a full member of our order. But first, you must pass the second test.
It's been a while
Learn
since I've had to
about
do
the
these.
most prized possession of a Jedi. The very symbol of our order. The lightsaber. The lightsaber is the traditional weapon of our order. It is a symbol of a Jedi's skill, dedication, and authority. And each lightsaber is as individual as the Jedi who wields it. The blade is made of pure energies, focused by polished crystals in the hilt. As the second test, each Jedi must construct his lightsaber with his own hands. And now it is your time. Speak with Master Dorak, and he will guide you through the choosing of a crystal.
You have come, young apprentice, at Master Zar's bidding. He sees great promise in you, as do I. The time has come for you to choose the color of your lightsaber. This color also reflects your demeanor and position within the Order. Blue is the color of the Jedi Guardian. This Jedi battles against the forces of evil and the dark side. They focus more on combat training and use of the lightsaber. Yellow is the color of the Jedi Sentinel. This Jedi ferrets out deceit and injustice, bringing it to light. They focus less on combat and more on other skills and abilities. Green is the color of the Jedi Consular. This Jedi seeks to bring balance to the universe. They mediate between other groups, using their powers to end conflict and preserve peace. Indeed, we shall see. I will now ask you questions, and a woman and her small child are beset by a desperate-looking group of thugs. They're menacing her with weapons, and she screams to you for help. What do you do? Indeed. Very well. On to the next question. You are in combat with a dark Jedi allied with the Sith. There is a pause in the combat. What do you do? Yes, I suspected as much. Now for the next question. There is a locked door, and your goal lies on the other side. What do you do? I am beginning to see a pattern here, apprentice. I have a feeling about what you would be best at. But first, the final question. You are the head of an enclave on a contested world. The Dark Jedi have infiltrated and are causing unrest across the planet. What do you do? Yes, I thought as much. As I suspected, you would be most suitable as a Jedi Sentinel. Which color and path do you believe yourself most suited to, apprentice? Here is a yellow crystal for your lightsaber. Go speak to Master Jar again, and he will instruct you in how to construct it.
It will level you up automatically, by the way, when you get here. Oh, I can choose 2 powers to start. I'm gonna take energy resistance. Oh, and I guess T3M4 got enough to level up too. We're gonna buff his con. His intelligence is stupid high to begin with. Alright, now I believe we need to head over to the workbench in order to construct a blade. There it is. Oh yeah, Jar is going to talk to us about it.
Good. Now that you have selected your crystal, we shall begin the construction of your lightsaber.
So the game gives you a single hilt blade to start. You can get a double-bladed one later if you want.
You have done extremely well in constructing your lightsaber, apprentice. Your crystal seems to have been set perfectly. It is rare indeed for that to happen the first time one constructs their lightsaber. These crystals are very rare, found only in certain caves strong in the Force. By adding crystals to your lightsaber, you can alter or enhance its properties. There have even been unconfirmed rumors of certain Force-sensitive caves here on Dantooin that may hold these crystals. They can modify simple things such as the color of your blade, or complex ones such as crystals that reputedly increase the strength of the beam. But you must learn first to use your lightsaber and take care when drawing it. Your lightsaber identifies you as a member of the Jedi Order. With such recognition comes honor and respect, and the attentions of dangerous enemies. The Sith and Dark Jedi will seek to destroy you, apprentice. And you must prove yourself worthy in battle against a foe who also wields a lightsaber. Are you ready to face the final challenge, apprentice? For every Jedi, the threat of the dark side is always present. You must truly understand this before you are accepted into the Order. You must see the corruption of the dark side for yourself. Even here on Dantooin, there are places where the dark side holds sway, twisting and tainting nature itself. The ancient grove, once used for deep meditation by the Jedi, is now tainted. A wave of darkness perverts the region around it. The Kath hounds in the area have become savage and ruthless. They have become a threat to the settlers, a threat the Jedi have promised to stop. The Kath hounds are but a symptom of the true problem. You must journey into the grove and confront the true source of the darkness. That is your task.
Come on, Petals.
I can say no more. Some things you must see for yourself. None of the other Jedi at the Academy are permitted to help you in this task. But remember this, my young apprentice. A Jedi acts with patience and care, and those on the dark path are not always lost forever. The dark side still taints the ancient grove. Your lessons cannot continue until the spreading corruption of the dark side has been stopped. This is your task, apprentice. May the Force be with you.
So be it.
Achuta. Wonga kun bis. Ronda di hodonga kun hunka. Kachi kun ida hodonga.
Proprietor of the general store here on Dantooin. Not much to look at now, I'll admit, but I'm in on the ground floor. I mean, look at this planet. Majestic fields, rolling plains, wide open terra firma. Elbow room, that's what people want. Once word gets out, we'll have settlers and tourists from the Galactic Core just dying to come out here. And guess who will be waiting for them? Not that blasted Zerka Corp, that's for sure. Not this time, sir. No, sir. This time it'll be Kratos Yurkal who makes the big bucks. But listen to me. You didn't come here to listen to my ramblings on the evils of Zerka Corp, I'll bet. What can I do for you? So, what makes vibro blades and vibro swords so special is the ultrasonic generator built into them. Gives them a vibration effect. They also have a unique cortosis weave put into them. That actually allows them to be able to do some serious damage to what would otherwise not really handle much. Or take much damage from a standard sword, because essentially it's a vibratory blade effect. If you've ever played Metal Gear Rising or heard about it, and you know how they like to use a lot of high frequency weapons in that game, that's basically what it is. It's kind of that. Sanasiki's blade. So that's a 7,000 credit sword, and it's actually a pretty powerful weapon. But I don't want it. I just farted. No. Jurgen Kalta's assault rifle. Very, very good. Very, very good weapon. He's actually got quite a bit here that would be worth picking up. If you try and bite my arm, you will be in a world of hurt. I want you to understand what you're doing, cat. I'm just telling you what's going to happen, okay? This is a really good belt, but it's not worth 3 grand in credits. It's actually really hard to get that much money. That's why, quietly, I think this guy is kind of a fucking lunatic for the amount of money that he's charging for what he's got here. You can just hit the X button on your keyboard, by the way, and do that. We now have a force meter, by the way. I guess I should show this off. We start with a base of 50 force points. The game also gives you access to 2 force powers when you get started. I chose energy resistance for resistance to blaster damage. That way I don't get killed very easily. Oh, for God's sake.
Yes, what's...
No.
You got it.
Leave him alone.
The council has decreed you may come and go as you please.
Yes, they have. If you try to come through this doorway before you get the allowance to take that mission, by the way, you will not actually be allowed through.
Yes. I thought I said I don't want to talk about it anymore. Not particularly. I guess it wouldn't hurt exactly either, though I don't know why you're so interested.
Because I'd like to know why somebody who expects me to trust that he has my back doesn't trust me.
With good reason. Admiral Saul Kareth is the commander of the entire Sith fleet. He's half the reason Malik has done so well in the war. Saul was my commanding officer back when the Mandalorian Wars first began. He taught me everything about being a soldier, and I looked up to him. Saul approached me before he left. He talked to me about how the Republic was on the losing side and about how I should start thinking of my survival. I know now that he was trying to recruit me into the Sith, but I couldn't have conceived of it back then. I argued with him and he got angry and he left. I never saw him again. Saul was my mentor. He led us to so many victories against the Mandalorians. I mean, even when things looked to be at their worst, I couldn't conceive of it. He couldn't be serious. I was wrong, of course. He not only left us for the Sith, he gave them the codes to bypass our scanners. I remember waking up as the first of the Sith bombers snuck past our defenses and began destroying half of our docked ships. I knew right away what had happened. I mean, I could have stopped him. I could have stopped it all. I blame Saul, not myself. I was stupid and I ignored the danger. He nearly destroyed us all. No, I fought Saul for years now, and if I ever catch up to him, he will regret what he's done. He will regret it. No, it's not. But I don't want to talk about
it. It is good sometimes. I am sorry. I tend to get carried away. I do not believe we have met, apprentice. My name is Nemo. Is there something I can help you with? Indeed. The Council has told you nothing of the Grove? Then it would not be my place to explain its significance. But as the light side can be embodied in living beings, so can the dark. The Grove can be found to the south and east in the plains, but be wary of Cathhounds. They may be agitated by the power in the Grove. Is there something else I can help you with? I hope your time is...
Greetings, friend. I think I can safely assume you... Oh, how may I be?
A pleasure.
Live on one of the northern farms, but the Cathhounds and the Mandalorian problem has been getting really... Recently, the Cathhounds have been acting much more aggressively.
A Cathhound is basically a form of savage alien wolf
Those
dog.
Mandalorian raiders have been milking the outlying farms dry, too. I hear John got hit really bad. Too bad about his daughter. I'm not sure exactly what the Council will do about it, but we need some help with this. I only hope they'll listen to me. Is there anything else you require? Ever since the Republic beat them years ago, little groups have been roaming all over the place. With the Sith invasion, the Republic doesn't have the manpower to hunt them down. The Jedi are even worse off because Malik has been hunting them specifically. They're worried that he might even be supporting these raiders, so don't want to face them directly. That puts us in a kind of hard situation. Is there anything else I can help you with? Farewell, then.
Hello. I'm afraid I'm not very good at explaining things. If you have any questions, please ask my...
Are you a Jedi? How long protectors? Ha! You sit in your... Those Mandalorian brutes have killed my daughter. There was nothing I could do. I've come here to ask you, please, Master Jedi, stop these ra... I will give you all I have. Just please.
I didn't even ask him for a financial reward. I just told him I'd deal with it. Largely because that, like... Oh, God. Me? What? So one of the reasons why I brought up how Disney doesn't understand that good and evil is one of the biggest things about Star Wars. They try to claim that good and evil does not exist among the Sith, but it does. The Sith are basically evil. They're the absolute sense of self. Like, they are ambition and self-centered gratification personified. That's literally what the Sith is. You constantly fear somebody might betray you, so you kill them. You constantly fear that others might be a threat to you, so you treat them as they are. You are constantly greedy and hungry for more power and more of everything you can get your hands on, so you are constantly taking more from everybody you meet, regardless as to whether or not they deserve it or have earned anything from it. Hello, calf hounds. And so that's kind of like generally how the Sith work. They're power-hungry, ambitious, given flesh. And that's all they obsess over. So, the Jedi are meant to be absolute good. They're a form of absolute selflessness. They do not rely strictly on any form of self-centered belief, and they're all about 100% self-sacrificial mentality. That is kind of what makes the Jedi what they are, and they tend to focus more on caring about their order than anything else. They deny emotion because emotion is a sense of self, and revolving very heavily or even too heavily in general on emotion often leads to very wild, violent, and sometimes unpredictable outcomes. So that's why they tend to not rely very heavily on their emotions for a solution to a problem. They rely on absolute logic and reason, often divorcing emotions from the equation if they can. And that's actually where the corruption of the Jedi Order is supposed to be coming from, particularly in the first three films. Or not the first three films, excuse me, but the prequel films. It's meant to show that because they are absolute, no emotion and cold logic, this is kind of where they are failing to connect with other people as a group.
How'd you like that?
That was a lot of actions that I just had to fight. And as you can see, careful use of force heal really helped fix that. T3M4 actually has a pretty cool personality. We'll see more of it later, but right now we're not really gonna worry about it too much. Yeah, he got dropped. That second one was excessive. But that's kind of why a lot of people also try to say, well, what's really Star Wars? Who gets to decide what's really Star Wars? Well, first of all, George Lucas kind of gets to decide that, but the fans, I think, also get to decide that when they're kind of the reason that the series exists in the first place. Like, Star Wars has always had a long-standing fan base, and the reason why I bring that up is because that's kind of the big war that people keep fighting lately. They're like, well, what even is Star Wars? Well, why don't you try asking the creator, the guy who made the series, what the rules in his mythos should be about. The guy has very clear rules on how the Jedi work, how the Sith work. The Jedi are very restricted for a reason. It's because when a Jedi or a Sith falls and gets the power of the dark side, they do a lot of damage. Like, they can destroy so much. Even one Jedi, one Sith, can change the face of the galaxy when well trained. And the Jedi are keenly aware of this, and they believe their powers need to be controlled and restrained to a degree so that they're not ridiculously abusive in their use of power. That's why they so heavily ingrain morals into their order. And I don't want to bring Disney up too much because I don't want all of this to be about negativity and, you know, bad vibes. I can't go into those strange ruins yet. The Jedi explicitly do not want me in there yet. Okay. So we're going to go ahead and bring up the map. That leads to the southern path. Okay. And that's kind of why the Sith are evil. A planet has somebody on it that threatens Darth Malik's plans. What's his response when he can't find them after so long? Burn the entire fucking planet to ashes. Just blow that planet to pieces. Fuck it all. Kill everything. It doesn't matter. You know, if I kill 1 million people, who gives a shit? It doesn't matter. We will have done what needs to be done as I see it. Because he has absolutely no morals to speak of.
You asked for this.
Well, Jedi have a lot of morals. Jedi don't believe in just killing people because you can or because you want to. Jesus, Karth! Karth, you need to be careful how many of these you attract. They're very, very dangerous.
What?
Oh my god, Karth, why are you being a murder hobo? Karth, no! Karth, stop being a murder hobo for 5 seconds. Oh, oh my god. Karth, I'm trying to heal, bro. Okay.
How'd you like that?
Horned calf hounds are basically a really big, heavy, stronger calf hound. They're kind of like a hybrid between a bull and a dog. Or a bull and a direwolf. And, yeah, they're pretty frickin' dangerous. Horned calf hounds are not to be fucked with. So, of course, you know, I'm fucking with them because they give a lot of EXP when they die, because that's 200 XP per. The way force points work, by the way, your force energy, you'll notice my force energy is rejuvenating, but you may have also noticed that it doesn't rejuvenate in combat. In Knights of the Old Republic 2, it will still rejuvenate in combat, but you should always be aware that you will have a limited amount of force points. As you can see, I've got maybe 2 frickin' casts of Cure, and then I am out of force energy. I'm 10 levels into the game. Alright, Pebbles, get off the game. Thank you. I appreciate the time, but please.
How'd you like that?
I can only hold that sitting position for so long. But then when I run out of casts, I then have to default to consumables. So, getting the power of the Force is world-changing for you. There's a lot that the power of the Force does for you, but it's not going to break the game for quite a while in this game, largely because your Force powers are going to be very limited compared to... Actually, let's throw a grenade at this problem. It'll weaken these two before we get started. I'm actually going to have to buy more grenades. Almost out. Alright, I gotta give myself a little heal. I might actually have to go back to the Jedi Temple and grab some medical supplements. Grab some more med packs. Maybe a few advanced med packs. I'm actually starting to get healthy enough that regular med packs aren't doing enough. This is one of 2 settlements, by the way. We're not going to engage with the settlements yet. We might not even get to them by the end of this stream, because this is only going to be a 2-hour stream. Tomorrow is one of the only days I'm going to get to play with my buds, so I'm not going to stream tomorrow. If I stream tomorrow, it's basically going to be one really long Baldur's Gate 3 stream. And I won't even be streaming the beginning, so yeah. Not really gonna. As far as the Jedi's lightsaber is concerned, developing a lightsaber is very personal. You choose if you want a single hilt, a double-bladed weapon, or if you want to dual wield. These are all style options that the Jedi did consider for a long time. You may have noticed that in the Star Wars episodes 4, 5, and 6, and 1, 2, and 3, and a lot of the media involving the time frame around those, that you didn't really see any double-bladed lightsaber Jedi, and that Maul was pretty much the only double-bladed user in the series. There's a reason for that. The Jedi basically stopped actually allowing the use of double-bladed lightsabers, or more or less, if they didn't stop allowing the use of them, they stopped using them, period. After a certain point, and it was considered frowned upon because Jedi the way a double-bladed lightsaber works is you actually have to be very, very, very athletic in order to.
We're holding out on this kid. If you haven't given us enough money, I guess we're gonna have to take it out of you piece by piece.
No, please. Take my wife and children instead. Anything.
Wife and children. Sounds like a good idea.
Well, these guys are scumbags. Okay, so if you wondered why I took energy resistance, this is why. Did you notice how fast my health started melting? Yeah, I'm definitely gonna have to go back to the temple and buy some med packs. Jesus, this guy's kicking my ass. Ow! Dick. Good lord, he almost murdered me. He would have if I hadn't had med packs. He's got a blaster carbine. I probably should have killed the Duros first. That poor farmer, that poor settler was so desperate he was begging them to take his kids instead of him too. That was pretty screwed up, but some people just get desperate. And he might not have even meant what he said, but
sure. He
still shouldn't have said that. That was a very, very horrible thing to say. I just got a blaster carbine out of it though, which is nice. Okay, that's one of several paths that lead to the Grove. We are going to get to the Grove. I definitely want to get to the Kinrath Cave. There's crystal caves on Dantooin. Those unsupported rumors my ass. Hotel grounds. Hotel grounds. Courtyard. There we go. Okay, this is going to lead us back to the Jedi Temple. I need to go back to the Jedi Temple because I need to get some more med packs. I am out of healing. And you don't want to be out and about with no healing in this game. You don't. Like, I only have the med packs that I was able to pull off of those enemies. As for the Mandalorians, Mandalorians are a warrior species. Well, warrior creed, really. I believe they're an offshoot of humans that believe absolutely in the cause of the warrior and the cause of being a strong, self-sufficient, and self-reliant fighter. They protect their own vehemently, viciously, and savagely. There is a level of nobility to them. They are very strong fighters. Darth Revan does defeat them canonically in the Mandalorian Wars, which we still don't have an actual video game to show the Mandalorian Wars. This game takes place right after the Mandalorian Wars and the Republic Sith Wars. Okay, buy all of his advanced med packs, and I'm gonna buy a host of basic med packs. I don't think I want to buy any of his weapons. His armor outfits aren't bad. I'm about to actually have to be very careful about what armor I use, though. Alright, so we got his med packs. We've refilled on basic med packs. We've gotten several advanced ones as well. The other primary problem that the Mandalorians have is that they tend to look down on just about anybody who isn't a strong warrior. They're also fairly antagonistic as a rule. And by antagonistic, I mean these are... Like, this is a warrior group that lives on challenging themselves. Like, they live to have more challenge and greater challenge. Cassus Fett's armor. That's an incredibly good armor suit, but it's not worth 15,000 credits. Making that armor cost that much basically dooms you to never buy it. Because you'll never want to spend that much money on a single item. I'm gonna buy those. I'm gonna buy a couple of sonic grenades. That guy's a soulless merchant asshole, by the way.
Greetings, young. We were working. I heard. Maybe it was Cathound. No. No. Well, but he's the old. He is a personal assistance droid.
So I skipped over a lot of her dialogue, but you could probably figure it out. She's missing a droid. It was a companion that was dear to her.
Legacy of my husband, for my own personal ease of mind, I need him back. His absence gnaws at me like a gaping wound.
Wow, she really misses her droid, doesn't she?
Please,
I skipped over a lot of her dialogue because she is an extremely awkward person to talk to. And, not for no good reason, she has an extremely awkward situation to be in. I'm gonna wait until we find the droid and the quest kind of explains itself. I don't want to ruin this for anybody who might not have seen it that ends up seeing this later. Now let's head to the Grove. Oh, yay.
Heard I read. Sure.
Killing the smaller Cath hounds fast first drastically reduce the damage that I was going to take long term. These guys deal a ton of damage by themselves, the horned calf hounds, so you gotta be really careful when you deal with those.
What?
Let him repair himself, give everybody a heal. Who isn't T3? Because T3 is a droid. Now, depending on how you enter the Grove, you are almost guaranteed to find that Twi'lek up there. And that Twi'lek has got a couple of individuals from... under guard. And the story behind this is actually really, really cool. I really like this, as a matter of fact. Hello, Pebbles. What are you looking for, Bobby? My cat came back to see me again. She's a sweetheart. Hello, baby. Daddy, I want my spot. He's sorting out the truth from the lies. What do you want me to do?
Listen to the stories given by the two suspects. I have brought an information retrieval droid with access to the archives, both at the Enclave and the planetary capital. I will use my wisdom and experience to offer you some guidance, but I will not solve the case for you. There is little benefit if you do not solve this problem yourself. Consider each man's account, and check the facts with the information. Once you have gathered all the evidence, you can run through the possible scenarios. If you are unable to come up to a satisfactory resolution, I will take these men to the Enclave and deal with them myself. According to the accounts of the participants, these three men were out here in the field earlier, before the clouds broke. I find that very odd, for most people would seek shelter indoors when the sky is filled with dark storm clouds, as it was earlier today, but that is not the most puzzling aspect of the case. The dead man, Calder Netting, was shot in the back with a blaster rifle. The rifle was found lying near his body with bloodstains on it. It has been sent back to the Enclave for analysis. The other two men were found at the scene when I arrived. One was Sandon Gould. He was unarmed. The other was Rickard Lusoff, who was carrying a hunting razor. Both men say they did not do anything, and that they came across the body. But both also accuse the other. Obviously, there is more to this than what we have been told. Is there anything else I should know? There is one last thing. When I arrived, Handel was holding his side. Rickard was favoring one of his legs. You would do well to remember this as we progress through the case. If there is anything else you need, I will remain here while you question the witnesses.
So, this guy basically is testing you in order to solve a murder case that I'm pretty sure he's more or less already solved.
Ah, greetings. You must be assisting Master Baluk in his investigation. I'm Handon Gould. Perhaps you've heard of me?
Should I have?
I guess under the circumstances, no. Well, I presume you wish to hear my story then. I shall tell you, of course, but there's not much to it. I'm sure that you'll agree that Rickard is quite obviously guilty of murder. You see, I was out here running earlier today. Yes, running. I do that a lot. Can't stand speeders, never use them. Keeps me in shape, too, you know. Anyway, I was out running on the other side of that bridge there, and all of a sudden I heard a shot coming from over here. I ran over and found this man Calder lying on the ground, dead. And I saw Rickard come skulking out of the shadows of the rocks south of the river. And I knew something was wrong. I hit my emergency button and called the Enclave right away. Well, there. That's my story. Now, please hurry this up and arrest Rickard so I can get on with my day.
You ain't that lucky, asshole.
Another Jedi, huh?
Helping that Twi'lek investigate, no doubt. He seems stumped. I'm Rickard Lusoff. Maybe you can figure this out and let me get out of here. Well, I was out hunting Iriaz when I spotted one over here by the bridge. I pull out my rifle and aim at it. I couldn't see it that well, mind you, because the damn sun was in my eyes. So I shoot it and it drops. I walk over here and find Handon standing over Calder's body. So why don't you get this whole farce over with and send that whiner Handon to the prison he belongs in?
Greetings, apprentice. You must be the one Master Malak has enlisted to help him with this problem. I am an information retrieval droid. I can assist you by accessing the records of both the Jedi Enclave and the central government facilities here in Dantooin. If you have any need of my services, please do not hesitate to talk to me. I have already retrieved some information from the archives on Calder Metic, Rickard Lusoff, and Handon Gould. I have also had time to examine the body of Mr. Netic. Is there any information you require?
What did you find out about the body?
My preliminary analysis of the body indicates that he was killed approximately 3 hours ago by a single energy blast to the torso. Is there any other information you need?
Tell me about these
plains are rife
planes.
with wild animals, not all of them benign. The Irias are mostly docile, but can easily be provoked to violence. Cat hounds, on the other hand, are much more deadly. There have been over 35 cattle-logged attacks on settlers by cat hounds in the last 2 weeks.
Damn!
A general advisory was given out 3 days ago to carry a weapon at all times when on the plains. Small farms and holdings dot the plains and can provide safe refuge for those in need. Is there any other information you need? Very well.
Brendan said he was nearby and heard a shot and ran over only to find Calder already dead. He said Rickard came out of the shadow of the rocks holding a blaster in his hands. Rickard said he was hunting Iriaz and saw one through the glare of the sun and shot at it. It is possible Rickard may have shot Calder accidentally, and Handon may have found the body. But that seems a very unlikely explanation. It's more likely that at least one of them is lying. Obviously these men are not telling us something, but where does the truth lie? Why do you believe Handon is lying? Fat people always lie. He's here at just the right time. It does seem very convenient that he was in the area at exactly the right time, but stranger coincidences have been known to happen. True, he didn't mention the weapon, but he didn't deny it was there either. There was no sun glare, it was cloudy.
So, what do you want to know? Well, kind of sprained my ankle running through the bush before I found the body, but it's nothing that serious. Yeah, I knew him. Hell, we've known each other for a good long time. Doesn't mean I really have to have liked the slime ball. Maybe I shouldn't be so hard on him, especially now that he's dead. We actually got along pretty well most of the time. We just had our differences. We were actually business partners. We were involved in some orbit-to-ground transport operations for Aerotech. Can I leave now? I should probably... I told you already, didn't I? Was hunting some Irias. Haven't seen many in the area recently, what with those cat hounds acting up. But they're still around. Was in my blind a little south of here when I spotted one, like I said before. I shot, pow, went down. Now, I don't have nothing to do with it. You Jedi are so predictable, always seeing some greater purpose behind everything, when the simple answer is usually the right one.
That's
Can't you
not
see that it must
true
have
at
been
all.
abandoned? I found him standing over the damned body. I don't know why this is causing you so much trouble. You almost seem as lost as this Malak guy. Right.
How can I be of further... I knew him a little bit, but I was not any sort of great friend to him or anything. I never really associated with him that much. In truth, I didn't really want to. He had a reputation. Very inconsiderate of family, I heard. But merely having heard unkind things about someone wouldn't make me want to kill him. I'm sorry, I'm getting a bit agitated. Why must we remain here? Can't you see that Rickard must have shot him? I was taking my daily constitutional. I just happened to be running by when I heard a shot. I ran over and found Calder's body lying there. Yes, quite often. I generally prefer running to anything else. Can't stand speeders. A healthy body will breed a healthy mind, as I always say. Injured? No, of course not. Why would I have been? Fit as a bantha. I run. I don't know if I mentioned that. Of course.
Is there any other information you need? The Southwood Speeder rental business has records that over the past several weeks, a speeder had been rented by Mr. Nettic and Mr. Gould. Is there any other information you need? According to the municipal authorities near the Garrow spaceport, there had been news of violent drunken activity in a cantina attached to the port. Apparently, a Mr. R. Lusoff was making accusations at a Mr. C. Nettic about cheating him in a business deal. Jedi Tuka was dispatched to the scene and restored order. Is there any other information you need? Very well.
One kun bez ching palamule tunking baru no kachi kun ida hodonga ik runda di hodonga kun hankabi. One kun bez ching palamule tung kachi kun ida hodonga runda di hodonga kun hankabi. One kun bez jinutong hai. Kachiku takunjus takmiki grabulmogo. Kachichu ita bodunga. Tolbobank wale ogandan. Kachikun ita hodonga. Mujashat bakhat.
How can I be of further assistance? That blaster was stolen from my house last week. I never knew what happened to it. I hardly have enough money to afford a single blaster, let alone another. I can't tell you how important it is to have a weapon on hand with all these ravenous calf hounds around. Even an Irias can take a man down if it gets in the mood. Every settler has a weapon. It's our most prized possession. I would most appreciate it if I could have that back after you determine that Rickard is the killer. How can I be of further assistance? But I realize this must seem like a motive to you, but I assure you it isn't. I dislike Calder, true. I would punch his face in, given the opportunity, but I would not kill him. My wife was cheating on me, I think. I slept in my own bed while I was in the next room. But, as much as I may hate him for that, I could not kill him. It may have been my own fault for driving my wife away. I must try not to take the law into my own hands. I was just out running, trying to clear my head for the divorce proceedings, not stalking him to kill him. Running is not a crime. How can
I didn't say you were stalking him.
Of course.
So, what do you... That blaster? Never seen it before. Calder himself had a preference for Ichani weaponry. He had this one really nice light blaster rifle that he always used. Always wished I could get myself a rifle like the one he had. That blaster ain't it, though. Calder only had the one rifle, too, so he either must have borrowed that, or it's someone else's. Now, I don't love Calder, but we go back a long way. We run a suborbital shipping and transport company out of Garang Spaceport. We've been partners in that business for well over 20 years. And we've
How
been
is
doing
it,
just
baby?
fine the way we are. So, we... Right.
Is there any... I am sorry, but I seem to be failing you. I have searched and searched, but I cannot seem to come up with anything at all. I thought to find the record of the missing weapon report Mr. Gould filed with the authorities, but there does not seem to be one. Is there any other information you need? We cannot get any more specific analysis from that sample, other than the fact it did not belong to Calder. Is there any other... Is there any... I have just received back an analysis of a sample of the blood found on the weapon. It had been sent back to the Enclave just before you arrived. The blood on the weapon is definitely not Calder's. Unfortunately, there was a... We cannot get any more specific... Is there... Tape. Is there any... Tape.
How can I be of further... I could block off, maybe, sure, but not kill him. No, I hope you don't find that incriminating. Yeah, normally I'm not prone to outbursts like that, but Calder, Mr. Neddick, he was not a very nice person. Not a very nice person to me or my family. I had had my suspicions for several weeks, but had no proof until 2 days ago. It seems, but as much as I may hate him for that, I could not kill him. It may have been my own fault. I was just... Of course. How can I be afraid? Of course.
So. Well. Right.
Hokup. Top. Runda diho donga kun hankabi. Runda diho donga kun hankabi. Wana kun bez ching palamule tunking ba nunotek.
Hey, what are you doing?
Jedu ba wana nidi bobo. Dong na bungsha nunya. Dong patukashmak talea. Ka chikun ida donga. Iking kuno ba mulera chikun. Stimo podona.
Rickard killed Calder for cheating him in business. While shooting Calder, he also hit Handon by accident.
Good.
What? No, damn it!
Shangji locha wana wama? Kava volpa mulji gumuna.
No, if I'm going, I'm gonna take him with me. You don't know anything about what happened. Yeah, I came out here to kill Calder. The Hutt spawn was funneling credits from our business, and we were going under because of it. But if I'm getting caught, I'm not going to go down by myself. You two idiots let the real killer go.
Takunjus takmiki grabulmogo. Kachichu ita bodunga. Tolbabank, wale oganda naru kuchut. Mogasha ponka bola wanachi. Tong haitwam jiji jung lumpa. Lita poe.
Yes, you green-skinned. I came out here to kill Calder, and when I saw someone over...
Takunjus takmiki grabulmogo. Kachichu ita bodunga. Tolbabank, wale oganda naru kuchut. Tong hai achuta. Unga kun bistolbi kiku.
I realized that I had missed something, but the game kind of locked me into that for a second. I kind of feel bad that the game stuck me there with that answer, because they were actually both trying to kill him.
You asked for this! How'd you like that?
They're both obsessed with shooting the horned cat down when they could have killed the smaller one. And I took way more damage than I needed to because of it. When the AI is obsessed with dicking you over, ladies and gentlemen.
Let's go!
There we go. God damn! I was gonna say, I know my defense isn't that bad, game. Where's awareness? T3M4. My droid had to go and be a murder hobo. And apparently my character can't aim his lightsaber today. God damn it. Oh, God. These are some very murderous cat hounds. We might not even get to the Grove today, damn. There's so much to this game. These Cath hounds are everywhere. Good Lord. And the game really wants me to fight all of them.
You asked for this! Let's go!
Okay, we're getting very close to the Grove.
What?
My God!
How'd you like that? Ready?
That guy cost me so many repair kits. What the dick?
How'd you like that?
Yeah, Mandalorians. Don't underestimate Mandalorians, ladies and gentlemen. They, they don't F around. Hello. Chill out, Pebbles. Calm down. Oh my God. Oh my. You gotta pet me. You gotta pet me. You know you do. It's the law. Can't go breaking kitty law.
I will be your doom!
Damn! Why am I taking so many heavy hits? Oh yeah, sure, I missed twice. I'm missing every attack. Good God, game. There we go. Okay. How did it come out? Alright.
You are strong.
I'm almost done with my stream here.
Darkness. I am Juhan, and this is my grove. This is the place I am. Dark Tower. This is the place you have invaded. When I embraced the dark side, this is where I sought my solace. It is mine. When I slew my master, Quatra, I knew I could never go back. And now I revel in my dark power. Power enough to crush the life from someone such as you. Or so I had thought. Yes, I struck her down in the middle of training, consumed by my anger, embracing the power of hate. But it was not enough. What is it you want? Why do you bother? The council has sent you here to kill me. Why then, when you bested me so easily, did you not simply finish your task? Is it not apparent that I can never be saved? Lies. You do not? I am pathetic. I sit here and think myself to be great by embracing the dark side, but I am nothing. There is no way I could be turned back. I always...
Sometimes that persuasion check can fail. I usually don't fail it, though.
I was not good enough to meet their standards. I never have been. I thank you for your kind words, Jedi. I seem to still have much to learn, both about being a Jedi and about myself. But I wish the cost of my ignorance had not been so high. I wish that my master had not suffered because of me. I only wish things could have been different. If she were alive...
It absolutely was her fault, by the way.
So much I would apologize for. How can the Council ever take me back with what I have done? Striking my master down in anger is unforgivable. The Council may forgive. I am lost. Leave me to... I do not know. I only... The Council... I do not know. I am lost.
God damn it.
How can I ever... The Council... I leave. How can I ever... I will return.
Good God!
I shall submit myself to their judgment, and again.
There we go. You really want to make sure that she gets, that she heads to the Jedi Council for forgiveness, because that's very important for, something that we'll see in the next stream, because we're kind of done with this one. Thank you all very much for watching. I apologize that we did not get as far as I wanted. Next time, we will be showing off the Kinrath Caves. We will also be trying to show off a few of the side missions in Dantooin. Excuse me, jeez. Until then, I've been Savage Hound Dusk, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Nope.